today is show you how to put together this wonderful smoked black pudding and pancetta salad with some red onion jam and some lovely little dressed balsamic leaves. So the first thing that I want you to do is the pancetta. So all we're going to do is open the packet, and I just have a tray here lined with a bit of parchment paper, and what I want to do is get this pancetta nice and crispy. So I've got the oven there preheated at 180 degrees, and I'm going to pop that into the oven and just let it bake until it goes nice and crispy. So it's just important that when we lay it out on the tray that we don't have it touching, because it'll stick together on us otherwise. And that's ready to go. That just goes straight in like that. That's going to probably take about 10 or 12 minutes because I want it to get nice and crispy. The next thing, I'm going to make some little croutons, and as you see I've got a baguette here. So this baguette is gone a little bit stale, but that's okay, that's what we want. I only actually need half of it. So then we're just going to cut it down into strips, like so. As you can see, I'm using a serrated edge knife here, which is the best one for that. And then I'm going to cut those strips into little squares. Do the next one. Then I'm going to put it onto that tray I have in front of me there, lined with a little bit of parchment paper. And these are going to add a little bit of texture to the salad for us. Okay, so you don't have to do this as part of the salad, but I just think they add a nice little bit of texture. So, as you can see, I'm putting them all roughly the same size because I want them to cook at the same size when they pop into the oven. So that's going to be loads. This is a salad for 2 people, which is coming from John Stone as part of our Valentine's Day box. So when you get your box, the only thing you need to buy on top of that is a baguette. You need some olive oil, a little bit of salt and some leaves. So I just peeled that garlic and I just crushed it with the back of my hand. I'm drizzling it with a little bit of olive oil and a pinch of salt. And then they go into that preheated oven as well. And they're going to take probably about 4 or 5 minutes. And then I'm going to show you how to grill the black pudding and assemble the dish. Now the bacon has been in the oven for a good 12 to 14 minutes. And as you can see now, it's gone really crispy, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I took the croutons out a couple of minutes ago. They're nice and golden brown, as you see. So the next thing that I need to do now is just I need to grill this lovely smoked black pudding. So all we do is open the packet. There's a little bit of paper around the edge of it. Take that off, and then I'm going to pop them into a preheated grill for 3 or 4 minutes, just until they're nice and crispy, and then we're ready to plate up. Now we're just about ready to plate up this dish now. My black pudding is almost cooked, needs about another 30 seconds or so. My bacon is cooked from earlier on. As you can see, I have it on a little bit of paper just to soak up any excess grease, and they're gone nice and crispy now. Okay, so they're actually served cold, so are the croutons. So this is something that you could do earlier on in the day. So when it comes to when you're actually having dinner, all you have to concentrate on is cooking the pudding. So to assemble the dish, take your little pot of vinegar, pop it into a bowl or a jar. If you're putting it in a bowl, you need a little whisk. I just like to use a little jar with a lid. Makes life a bit easier. So it's about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. So you need about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And this is to make the vinaigrette. A little pinch of salt. I'm just going to throw the lid on that. Give it a little shake, and that's our balsamic vinegar dressing ready to go. So I'm going to add in my leaves. Whatever, I just got some nice little baby leaves around in the supermarket. You could get rocket if you like rocket, or maybe some spinach. I'm going to add in a few of those little croutons. I'm going to dress that with the balsamic dressing. And give it a little toss. So that's our salad ready to go. I'm using some of that roast onion jam that comes in the pack. So we put a little dollop of that into the centre of the plate. And next I'm going to grab my black pudding from under the grill. This black pudding is really lovely. It has a slight little bit of a smoke to it, which works really well with the onion jam. So we're going to put 2 pieces of black pudding on the bed of onion jam. And then I'm going to add on my little salad on top of that. Now obviously we're going to eat a sharing steak after this, so it's not a very big starter to have, because we want to leave room for that wonderful sharing steak that you've also got. Then we're going to add on a couple of nice little pancetta crisps on the top. And to finish it off, I'm just going to drizzle it with a little bit of that balsamic dressing that we've made. That just goes around the edge. So what we have is our smoked black pudding salad with crispy pancetta, garlic croutons, and our roast onion jam. And that's part of your box for your Valentine's Day meal. So enjoy.